When the time starts, because I need to do some hygiene. Okay? So, number one, I want at least one man on every table. Come on, get your man.
Let's reshuffle. I like that.
One man on every table.
Let's reshuffle.
Get your man.
Come on, fast.
If you have a man missing, get your man. Come on.
Very good. Harshit, Shobhan, everyone's moving fast.
One man on every table.
So ma'am says minimum one man. Why are the women moving though?
One man on every table or we don't start. Come on, quickly. I love that.
This is not somebody. Nice one.
Where's your man? Hello. One man on every table I want. Where's your man? Disqualified. Very good, very good. One man on every table. Do we have, sir, Pritam sir, you have to sit somewhere. Everybody will do activities today. You will regret calling me. You will regret praying for my good health. Arshit? So sweet. So I will tell Suman when to start, but most importantly, friends, I am looking and praying for an ECA conference where every speaker can come and speak in their mother tongue or come and speak. I attended a conference in Italy and that's where I got this prerna. I attended a conference in Italy where we had Russians speaking in Russian, okay, and Polish people speaking in their mother tongue, and we had translators, just like we have in our parliament also. I think we should now start moving towards those kind of conferences.
Yes.
I think we are hearing too much of English all the time and we are making our children hear too much of English. I'm not saying English is bad. And what Sir said struck a chord, that language is not for impressing. Language is for communication. So I may be an educator from Tamil Nadu, but I'm not able to come and tell you my ideas because my English is weak. How fair is it on all of us as educators? We should be able to listen to everybody, whether they speak in Bangla, whether they speak in Gujarati, whether they speak in Punjabi. We should be able to translate it for them, and we shouldn't stop people from coming here and speaking just because they are not comfortable in English. And especially I'm so glad to see so many of our Northeast friends here, because tell me, any one of you know even one language which is spoken in the Northeast? See how many people know? So it's very important for us to understand, friends. It's time for us to hear more languages. Forget about knowing a Northeast language. Have you even heard a Northeast language? So it's very, very important for us. You may have come from those regions. You may have grown up. But it's important for us now to have conferences that embrace, not seclude. That's very important. So thank you, friends. Now a little more hygiene before my time starts. You all have some material on your table, right? That's all for my session today. My session is going to be fun. I hope so. If not, जैसे सर ने बोला पढ़ेगी. और क्या पढ़ेगी? You will have to buy 50 of our publications. The whole idea of my session is to take you today from 3G to Guruji. Because you have become too hung on your Pinterests and your Googles and your phones. 2 साल तुम लोग ने iPad कंप्यूटर पे काम किया, तो भी अभी तक ही उधर हो. So it's time to come from 3G to Guruji. And what I am going to give you today is an experiential thali. Thali खाई है? You know what is there in the thali now? Something of everything. That's what we are going to have today. And my last instruction is for these guys. अगर मेरा एक भी फोटो साइड में से लिया या पीछे से लिया? मोटे लोगों का फोटो कभी भी साइड और पीछे से नहीं लेते हैं। आगे, हाँ, वेरी नाइस, आगे से लेते हैं। अब इतनी मेहनत करते हैं सब कुछ छुपाने का। So friends, are you all ready? Are you ready? Yes. Number one. You are going to be using the phone during my session, so please keep it on the table ready. Because I'm going to make you download apps, I'm going to make you Google. I don't say that I'm only going to become the Guruji and no 3G. I said from 3G to Guruji. Okay? And you're going to run. So, dupatte bandh lo, jo bhi hai, girna mat. Giroge, not the ECA responsibility, ScooNews responsibility. Ready? Okay, now you can start my time and you can give me 5 minutes extra. Okay. Oh, my good friend Ankit is there. How are you, Ankit? Achha, very good now. We'll start first with a game. You all know the game where we go around the circle, okay? And then we tap one person and that person has to come and catch you. And today that game is called Tod-Fod-Jod. So what are you going to do? Let's do it first with this table, okay? You have to go around, say for example, if I am going to get up. If I say Jod, the person has to get up and chase me. And I have to try to sit down in that person's chair. So I can do it like this. I can say Tod, Fod, Tod, Fod. I keep them guessing. Tod, Tod, Fod. जोड़ में भागना है, लास्ट वर्ड में जोड़। किसमें भागना है? जोड़, फोड़ में नहीं भागना है। अभी आप
कहीं तो भागना है।
मिस्टेक हो गया ना, गलती से मिस्टेक हो गया। तोड़ फोड़ पे नहीं भागना है, किस पे भागना है? Every table has to do this. Are you ready? So one person from the table stand up who's going to be the running. One person stand up. When I say start, you have to start. Are you all ready? Each table is ready? Each table, ready? Start! Difficulty level. Now we're going to increase the difficulty level. Again, I want one person to stand up from each table. One person, come on quickly to stand up from each table. One person. One person. Now, the rules remains the same. You will go around, tap a person on Jod. That person has to get up, try to catch you, but you cannot sit back on your table. You have to go to another table to sit. Okay? Chalo, enough, let's go. other by telling this is my name, right? Now your name is going to be a tune. So I'm going to introduce my name. My name is Papa 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 Papa. Okay, sir, आपका नाम क्या है?
My name is Nana Nana Nana.
Papa 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 Papa. La la la. Now go introduce yourself to each other on the table. Come on. In your classroom, you have children between the age groups of 3 to 8 years, because we are now foundational years. You expect them to remember things fast? How did those tunes sound to you? They were unknown sounds. So I am a Gujarati, I come to your school, and suddenly all the things that you are speaking to me sound like la 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 la. Right? But what if we actually had names like these? What if I was not called Swati and I was called Papa Papa? Can you think about that? Did you know that in India there is a village which does this? It's called the Singing and Whistling Village of India. Take out your phones, Google. Come on, tell me the name of the village. It's called the Whistling and Singing Village of India. Take out your phone, Google. ScooNews का इंटरनेट क्यों यूज करना है? अपने पास खुद का डेटा नहीं है? Hong Kong. चलो, लगाओ. Yes. So if your name was a tune, what would it be? So sometimes, maybe to break the ice in a very, very formal occasion, when somebody asks you your name, just say your tune name. And be aware of your country. Be aware of all that is so rich in your country. Your country has a village where people sing, whistle, and when they talk to each other also they are whistling or singing, and that village is Kongtong, the whistling village of India. My session is not a coffee vending machine. You're not going to be getting ready-made ideas from my session, if that's what you are looking for. Sir spoke something very nice. He said, Chintan karo. And that's what my session is going to be about. You are going to do a lot of chintan after my session and create your own ideas. I'm not going to give you ready-made ideas to take back to your classrooms. You are going to ask yourself, how do I make this idea valid for my 3-year-old? Or this idea valid for my 6-year-old? Because everything that I'm going to teach you today, you can do it with any age group, even a 22-year-old. Because that's why, because I am a follower of Froebel. And Froebel believed that anything that you design, a 3-year-old should be able to benefit from it, a 22-year-old should be able to benefit from it, any age group should be able to benefit from it. Why? Because each one comes with them, their own thinking and creativity. So Kongtong, you all got that? Right. Now, let's go to this. You all have a dice on your table. Come on, take that dice And you all have drawing paper on your table. White color drawing paper. Drawing paper low. What we are going to do is called, we are going to roll a Picasso. Do you know who Picasso was? Picasso was a painter. If you don't know who Picasso was, Google. You have your phone with you. And Picasso was also known for abstract art. So today we are going to mix maths, counting and art together. And I've also said roll a Tagore, because not many people know that Tagore was very famous for his self-portraits. Self-portraits. And making children draw their self-portraits is one of the best exercises of self-esteem, best exercise of understanding themselves. So we are going to play this game. You're going to roll the dice. You can do this as a group or you can do it individually. I would suggest do it as a group, it goes faster. So one person will draw, one person will roll the dice, and the others will disturb you. Okay? Now, 1 minute, friends. Listen to the instructions first. If you roll the dice and you get a 1, you will draw an eye. If you roll the dice and you get number 1 again, then you will draw a long ear. If you get number 2, first time, you will draw lips. If you get again number 2, you will draw a neck. Number 3, if you get, you will draw an eye. And if you again get number 3, you will draw a long ear. But these are not the only numbers on a dice. You have 4, 5, 6. So what will you do if you get 4, 5 and 6? If you get number 4, the whole table will jump. If you get number 5, the whole table will cry. If you get number 6, the whole table will say Tod-Fod-Jod. Got it?
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Start.
I'm rolling the dice.
Let's see your drawing. And what I want when you do this in your classrooms is, please don't guide the children. एक पता नहीं क्या होता है, जैसे टीचर बन जाते हैं, हमको लगता है हमको सब कुछ मालूम है। बेटा आँख उधर नहीं होती है।
देखो मेरा भी बोला कि
नहीं, तेरा बहुत परफेक्ट है, ये पिकासो है। But even if it is perfect, it is the child's choice. Now tell me, what all did you do during this activity? You counted, okay? You did physical development. You did creative development. You remembered instructions. It's a myth when you say that children get distracted. I have teachers who say मैं window खुला नहीं रखती हूँ क्योंकि बाहर का देख के ना बच्चे distract हो जाते हैं. Really? बाहर का नहीं दिखाते हो ना, इसलिए बच्चे distract हो रहे हैं. Very important. Now tell me, were any one of you distracted while you were doing this activity? One thing that was pumping throughout your body, it was the happy chemical. Why? A, you were doing it as a group. B, you were having fun. And if I were to ask you now, when you do this in your classrooms, don't focus on count karo, theek se count karo. No. You don't tell children what to do and you see how children will do the activity brilliantly. That's the plus point. Okay? Now, let's go to the next activity. You all have papers in front of you, different colored tinted papers. You have a scissor in front of you and you have a white colored sheet. Now listen to my instructions carefully. I will only say it once. I won't repeat my instructions. We are going to paint with scissors. Yeah, I have not, इसका संशोधन मैंने नहीं किया है. I will tell you then who was the person who invented painting with scissors. What you are going to do now is you're going to take your scissors, you are going to cut whatever shape you want from each colored paper, and you are going to stick it, you have a glue also, on that white sheet of paper, and then you are going to hold it up once you are ready. On your marks, get set, go. The only instruction I will give you is, if सारा colored paper use मत कर लेना, you have more activities coming. But try to use all the colors. You just have 2 minutes for this activity. And please ensure that everybody on your table is participating. प्रीतम कहाँ भाग रहे हो? Okay, you have 1 more minute left. If you are done, stand up and show your creation. Yeah, show it. Let's see who is completed. Wonderful. One person is ready there. Wonderful. Look at this one. Now I want you to look at all your creations. Look at your creations. Look at your, show it up. Everybody show yours. lovely, but बहुत ही structured है. But आप बच्चे हो इसलिए मैं उसको भी वाह कहूँगी. आपका दोष नहीं है, आपके माँ बाप.
ये भी वाह वाह, ये भी वाह वाह, ये भी structure है, ये भी वाह वाह.
बहुत ही वाह है. अभी next activity है, listen to this carefully because this is a little difficult. Wow, wow, wow. Now you notice one thing.
Everybody wants to
All of you did not show me yours and get my wawa. Were you happy? तो बच्चों के बारे में सोचो ना थोड़ा क्लास में. Very nice. Next activity. Are you ready? Now you're going to cut again some shapes, but you're going to create a mobile. Now how will you create a mobile? String तो है नहीं. Mobile ऐसे hanging mobile phone नहीं. ये देखो. हाँ, अभी आपको अपना creativity use करके you have only 1 minute. Mobile create करो. Create a mobile. No. Hanging.
एक तो बेस
मोबाइल फ्रेंड्स एनिमी मोबाइल वो तो बच्चों के पालने में हम लोग मेहनत करते हैं ना मोबाइल मोबाइल ना मोबाइल and you only one mobile मोबाइल लगाओ चलो ये मोबाइल नहीं है Okay, you have half a minute left. Just half a minute left. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. ना मोबाइल है मोबाइल में कैसे मानते हैं एक ही तरह
Hanging है मैम, hanging.
एक इधर Yes, that's a mobile. Super. That's a mobile. That's a mobile. That's a mobile. Yes, that's a mobile. Yes, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. 9. क्या बन रहा है look at that. Okay, I accept this one. I accept 9 तो करने ले वो करने ले वो मोबाइल नहीं है हाँ थोड़ी सी Okay, time's up. Settle down, time's up. Now I'm going to show you something and you tell me whether your mobiles are right or wrong. Okay? I'm going to show you something now. Remember I said painting with scissors. There is an artist called Henry Matisse. What is his name? Henri Matisse. He's a French. He became apache ho gaye wo. He was a very good painter and when he started being in a wheelchair, he decided to paint with paper. And he started this method and he called it painting with scissors. And there are wonderful books available. You know, we do craft activities in our classrooms and we do such, sorry to use this word, but surreal activities in our classrooms. Such structured activities in our classrooms. I'm also doing this so that educators must also know about world. You must know about the painters, India, abroad, everywhere. That is Henri Matisse painting with scissors. And then you had another artist called Calder. He's an American. And he only makes sculptures. And he makes mobiles. Now I want you to look at that mobile created. And all the mobiles that you all created using basic colors and shapes. And we teach basic colors and shapes to children. When we teach a triangle and a circle and a rectangle, we are so busy making them color a rectangle in the worksheet. Why don't we make them make mobiles? Okay, this table, I'm going to give you circle, square and rectangle, but I only want you to make a rectangle mobile. Now what will children do?
Sort.
They will have to sort and they will have to pick up only rectangles. And then they will make their mobile. Everything is not about coloring. Because please understand, 3, 4 and 5-year-olds can't color within the line. And when they can't color within the line, they feel frustrated. When they feel frustrated, you have activated their primitive brain, their emotional brain. They can't think cognitively now. And then you say they are making mischief, they are not listening to me. The activities that you are selecting for these children are wrong. Yesterday my team, my own team submitted worksheets for me for that particular age group, and each activity was dab on the square, fingerprint on the rectangle. And I said, oh my God, just visualize. I'm a child. What's your goal? You want to teach me about the shape, right? तो मेरे उस पर dab करने से मुझे shape कैसे समझ में आने वाला है? I can understand if you give me cut pieces of a rectangle and you tell me stick these small rectangles on the big rectangle. I am still only surrounded by rectangles. So think about the activities we do. Chintan karo, Atma Chintan karo before you select activities, because you know what, we become a Pinterest generation. अरे Pinterest में activity दिखा बहुत अच्छा था. And we do a lot of pachak activities also. You know what's a pachak activity? Oh, pachak activity I'll tell you is what. पचाक एक्टिविटी में हम लोग बच्चों का हाथ लेते हैं, उस पे हम लोग पेंट लगाते हैं, फिर उसका हाथ पकड़ते हैं और उसको पचाक करके पेंट को पेपर पे डालते हैं, फिर बच्चे को भेज देते हैं हाथ धोने। जब वो बच्चा हाथ धोने को जाता है, उसके पे पचाक वाले हैंडप्रिंट पे हम एक डक ड्रॉ कर देते हैं और फिर वो जब बच्चा वापस आता है तब हम उसको बोलते हैं देखो तुम्हारा डक। बच्चा बोलता है मेरा हाथ किधर गया? फिर वो हम ऊपर लगाएंगे ओपन हाउस के लिए, सारी मम्मियों को दिखाने के लिए, हाँ, और फिर मम्मी बोलेगी किसने किया? टीचर ने। These are called pachak activities. I know you will still go back to your schools and do the pachak activities, but the next time you do a pachak activities, at least तुमको मेरा थोड़ा तो याद आएगा, right? Okay. Now I want you to go on your phone again. एक ऐप आपको डाउनलोड करना है जिसका नाम है Google Arts and Culture. Come on, download it. Google Arts and Culture. हाँ, अभी उसमें जाइए, एक्टिविटीज है. You will see an activity for emotions and musical instruments. Now, 1 minute. Can you listen to me while it is downloading on your phone? The reason I have made you download it is you can even enjoy it during your lunchtime. If you go on Google's Art and Culture, one of the most easiest activities for children there is you take a selfie, you take your own selfie, you upload it. And it gives you similar looking portraits in the world which are like your face. And children find this amazing. Wow, And then we discuss with them, do you really think this face looks like your face? So they say no. And then comes the higher order thinking skills. Why does this face not look like yours? So they say, मेरी नाक अलग है, या मेरे कान अलग है. And that is called teaching children about thinking and communication. Please don't ask children yes and no questions. They are lower order thinking skills. When you say, अच्छा लगा? हाँ, या ना. One mistake that teachers make in the classroom is, story सुनोगे? तो 15 बच्चों ने बोला हाँ, but 10 बच्चों ने बोला, but ये तो स्टोरी सुनाएगी, ये तो स्टोरी सुनाएगी. अब हमने जिसने वोट किया था नो, हम तो इसकी स्टोरी बर्बाद करेंगे, क्योंकि हमने वोट ही नहीं किया था, है ना? और हमको ये बोलेगी, naughty children, naughty कौन है? बात किसने नहीं सुनी? Why do you ask stories in your game? Just start. Today I am going to tell you a story. Mila? आ गया ना? See, wonderful. Now, in Google's Art and Culture, when you will go to Raja Ravi Verma, do you know who Raja Ravi Verma was? Yes. How many of you know Raja Ravi Verma? हाथ ऊपर करो. खाली अच्छे लगने के लिए मत करना ना, क्योंकि मैं उस पे क्वेश्चंस पूछने वाली हूँ. देखा हाथ नीचे आ गए. Raja Ravi Verma is not only known for his paintings of gods and goddesses, but he is known because he is the first painter that ensured that even the poorest of the poor can have access to his paintings. And he had a lithograph, through lithograph, a printing press. The only painter who is not bothered कि कितने, हाँ आप कॉपी पेस्ट करो, जितने करने हैं करो. That is education. That is what teachers should be. I'm not worried if you copy paste my PowerPoint or my books or me myself also. Too heavy for that, but still. Share your knowledge. Now in the same Raja Ravi Verma section, go into emotions. And it will tell you all the Navras में Raja Ravi Verma ने कौन सी paintings की थी. Then the most important which I have used with children is musical instruments. All the musical instruments in Raja Ravi Verma's painting. Now, it will not only show you those musical instruments in the painting, you can play that musical instrument there and hear its sound. I mean, think, yes, see somebody is playing it. Look at that. Let me put this. So children are not only seeing the veena, they are hearing the veena. Look at the exposure that you are giving to children. This is Google Arts and Culture, and moron Google doesn't know how to talk about this. And I don't mind if I'm on video and my video goes to Google. I call them morons because you have such a fantastic app. You've not been able to talk about it to educators. I used this during the pandemic with my children. And the parents were most happy. कि मैम हमें पता नहीं था कि ऐसे painters भी होते हैं. So it's very important phrase. Now look at the subject connections. Painting, musical instruments, emotions. Then there is one on color in the same Raja Ravi Verma. If you click on a color, it will show you all his paintings which have that color. So look at the exploration that's happening. Now, get creative and create your own things like this in the classroom. Yes or no? Wonderful. So Google Arts and Culture ho gaya. Now, she's going to show a small video. While watching this video, I just want you to think of what all is happening. You can make notes also.
Today our teacher has put a surprise photo on our iPad and we are curious to see it. Right here on the photo and we recognize the picture. Mahatma Gandhi. Bapu, he is the father of the nation of Jammu Trip. We then read the message written below the picture. My life tried and tried. He could not do it. But Shiva like the TV had done it. We then had fun playing some sorting game with currency notes, coins and stamps. What are stamps, teacher? Teacher explained before email that could people will post letters in a post office, and do that they had to buy stamps and affix them on the.
So this is a long video. I'm not going to show you the whole video. It's an iPad project on Mahatma Gandhi. And as you will see the video, it's available on YouTube. You can have a look. You will see that they move from stamps and notes to how Bapu used to walk. And then children were taught about the right way to walk. You have to walk heel to toe. Usually children don't know, and then that's why they slip and lose their balance. Then they did an activity on salt, because they realized that in those times salt was not available for everybody. They did multiple such activities on all areas of development through an iPad. They did painting, they did creativity, Bapu's charkha they learned how to play, they learned weaving, so they did paper weaving. So when we talk about 3G to Guruji, and when we talk about integrating technology into your classrooms, you cannot just have technology alone. This project teaches you technology with all the other subjects, how to integrate it in your classroom. Have a look at this video. The full video is available on YouTube. I didn't want to waste your time. Now we are going to talk about, we talked about this, and these are the topics you will see that are there in the Mahatma Gandhi video. Now, the Varli painting. Maharashtra is famous for its Varli painting. But I want you to look at these figures and tell me, what do they remind you of as an early childhood teacher? Thank you very much. All the writing patterns. Yes or no? But how many of us have ever thought of teaching children writing patterns through Varli? Thank you so much. Please, a huge round of applause for them. Mahatma Gandhi said that before teaching children writing, we should teach them drawing. Because drawing has the same techniques that are involved in writing. So I want you all now to quickly take any colored paper. Don't take the white paper this time. Take any sketch pen and draw a Varli design that you want. Take a colored paper. And why am I asking children to take a colored paper? They will now have to decide which sketch pen will show on that colored paper. Thinking will be involved. You have just 1 minute to do this. And don't look at the screen. Oh my God, copy correct. Varli painting. Copycats. बहुत तोड़-फोड़ जोड़ करना है हमको एजुकेटर्स के साथ. Draw Varli design and don't let it be perfect. Children won't draw perfect designs. बच्चे बनो. How are you, Aisha? बच्चे बनो. Varli, and know where Varli is from. Where is it from? Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Okay, while you are enjoying the Varli, I want you to now move on to another activity. Come on, as I told you, we are going to shift quickly from one activity to the other. I want you to draw any pattern. A small flower, a fish, a butterfly. Come on, quickly. एक outline draw करना है आप. Quickly. Outline draw करो. Of a fish or a butterfly or a flower. एक outline draw करो of a fish, a flower or a butterfly. Now, instead of coloring this outline, draw lines in it to fill up. So you are filling up this outline with lines, not coloring it. इसमें lines draw करो. Fill up that outline with lines. Very good. Very good. Amina, let me see yours. See, you have to fill up this outline. Yes, with lines. Very good. पूरा outline अंदर lines draw करो. Did you draw them? Wonderful. Now I want you to draw another outline. Come on, quickly.
Of the same thing.
Anything. Outline draw करो. हाँ सर, इसको पूरा fill up कर लो. आज you can take different colors also, you can take same colors also. अभी इस outline को dots से fill करो. Fill it with dots. Dots से fill करो. Fill it with dots. Yeah, it can be anything.
Okay.
Did you fill it? Now, when we talked about Varli, we spoke about lines. The other line painting in India is?
Mandala.
Thank you very much. Madhubani. And where is Madhubani from? Bihar. अरे कुछ भी याद नहीं है तो अभी रिसेंटली ये प्रेस वालों ने डाला था कि बिहार का मधुबनी हाईवे में कितने पॉटहोल्स हैं, वो तो याद होगा. Madhubani is an art form where you only draw lines, and the dot one which you drew is Gond painting. Where is Gond from? Madhya Pradesh. Now tell me, do you think children can't do Madhubani and Gond paintings? How many schools show them? How many schools display them? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it.
और Pinterest
सबके हाथ ऊपर होने चाहिए.
और Pinterest पे ना मैम अबॉरिजिनल ऑस्ट्रेलियन
ओरिजिनल ऑस्ट्रेलियन एंड न्यूजीलैंड के करेंगे पेंटिंग्स सारे. Because why? We are an international school. अरे भैया, इंटरनेशनल का मतलब होता है ग्लोबल. ग्लोबल का मतलब होता है ग्लोकल. ग्लोकल का मतलब होता है लोकल टू ग्लोबल. सीखो. इंटरनेशनल स्कूल है, मेरी भी इंटरनेशनल स्कूल है. Gone. And who else is known for using dots in his paintings? Raza, the Bindu. Now these are all our Indian painters. And how much do we include them? First in our minds, because Tod-Fod-Jod is about us today. And then about the others. Okay, now quickly we are going to move ahead. This was the Madhubani that you did. Now because I'm running short of time, I would have made you do this painting. Yesterday I saw somebody who has a book with this kind of a design. In one of the photos I saw one of them has a notebook which has this design on the right. This is the world's most famous and most expensive design done by Pierre Mondrian. It's so simple, I did it with my children. All you have to do is tell them to draw horizontal lines, then tell them to draw vertical lines and then horizontal lines. And then any one of the areas, color with yellow, red and blue. And you get a Piet Mondrian. Standing line, seedling line, search the shape, color the primary. And these are activities that we should be now having in our classrooms. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about another thing that Tagore did. It's called head study. So I'm going to quickly make you do a head study. If you had to draw a picture of your brain with your emotions in it. See, if you had to draw a picture of your brain with your emotions in it, how would it look? Come on, quickly, jaldi. Your emotions in it. What is the emotion where you maximum feel? Angry, frustrated, bored. अभी अगर bored feel कर रहे हो तो draw करो. Wow, super. Quickly, don't overthink things so much. Here we have a brain with emotions. Yeah, super. Now, I'm going to ask you all a question. And listen to me carefully. Are you an emotional porcupine? Do you know what porcupine is? Porcupine होते हैं वो जिनको अगर आप थोड़ा ऐसे हाथ भी लगा दो तो ये सारे वो जो होते हैं वो बाहर आता है. Anything, एक लीफ भी लगेगा तो Are you an emotional porcupine? Yes. Because most teachers are. And they go as an emotional porcupine. यानी कि porcupine के जब वो आप बाहर होए और ऐसे आप क्लास में जाओगे, what are you going to do? Not scare the children. They can't see your emotional porcupineness. You will trigger them because you have not been able to calm yourself down. You need to calm your emotional porcupine brain. That's why I'm going to show you the next one. This on the left hand side is Rabindranath Tagore's head study. This is his brain. So his portrait of his brain. And on the right hand side are what will happen to you if you are an emotional porcupine. The emotional upheaval that you will go through. I know of teachers who constantly write to me, "Ma'am, आपने 4 दिन से मेरे Facebook का कोई भी comment नहीं डाला है. Are you angry with me?" Emotional porcupine. I mean, you're so worried about pleasing people. You're so worried about being right. You're so worried about being perfect. और उसने मेरे तरफ देखा भी नहीं. क्या हुआ रे? मेरी तरफ देखा भी नहीं. मेरे बाजू में नहीं बैठी, उधर जाके बैठ गई. मेरे को हग नहीं किया. As teachers, do not be an emotional porcupine. You need to have boundaries. Your internal boundary is your family. वो कुछ भी कहे, become an emotional porcupine because they should touch you the most. उसके बाहर होते हैं your friends. You're not bothered what they say about you. उसके बाहर होते हैं your social media. जरा भी पड़ी नहीं होनी चाहिए आपको कि उधर क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, कितने likes हुए. Only when you can transcend to this level of calmness can you be a good educator. Because otherwise, if my emotions are high, how will I respond to your high emotions? And a child has very high emotions. They don't have that maturity. Okay, I don't think I have time because I think the timekeeper has got so involved in my session that she forgot. I do have time?
20 minutes.
Oh, I have time? Lucky me. Okay, then let's do a throwback activity. Let's do a throwback activity. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll take a break. I want to hug you, felicitate you, and I want to go down.
Okay. नहीं, मेरा 20 मिनट नहीं दूँगी किसी के भी लिए.
नहीं, आप दो. मेरे को कुछ देना है, आपको देने आए होंगे.
अच्छा, आप तो एक मिनट में एक्टिविटी दे देती हूँ फिर. Okay, we're going to do a throwback activity now quickly. I want you all to tear pieces of each colored paper, at least 5 pieces of each colored paper. कोई भी size में. tear करो जल्दी और रखो. And keep your white paper ready because you're going to do the activity on that. Are you ready? Now listen to these instructions very carefully. Take a white piece of paper. You do not need glue for this. So don't take any glue. Now, I want you with these colored pieces of paper, using all the colored pieces of paper that you have told, draw something that you see in your life or around you. It can be a chair, it can be a table, it can be a person, it can be a tree, it can be a chandelier. What you have to do is just place it on that white piece of paper. Don't stick it. Don't stick it. No pens required. वो पेपर से आप प्लेस करके उसको क्रिएट करो. देखा कितना डिफिकल्ट है. क्या ड्रॉ किया आपने? 3. Okay. What about you? Model. What about you? You finished? Now, 1 minute. Listen to me carefully, sweetheart, because these 3 activities are connected. Now, same pieces को वापस हाथ में ले लो. Okay? और कोई भी abstract design बनाओ. Now it cannot be a tree or anything which is seen. Abstract. अपनी creativity से एक abstract design बनाओ. ऊपर मत लाओ, उधर ही रखो. Don't be such a waste to show off. Abstract design. Abstract bana. It shouldn't take so long. It's not rocket science. Okay, now the last one. Same pieces को हाथ में लो. अभी या तो shape बनाओ या तो कोई sum, like an addition sum. Okay, 2 plus 2 is equal to this much. Okay, done. Now please remember, you did 3 activities. You took the same pieces of paper and you drew something from around you. That's called forms of life. Then you took the same pieces of paper and you drew an abstract design. That's called forms of beauty. And then you took the same pieces of paper and you did forms of knowledge. When you use Froebel's gifts, this is what Froebel says. कि material same होगा, लेकिन आप different चीजें सिखाएंगे बच्चों को. So I will learn that from the same material I can do multiple things, and that's why the Froebel book is available at our counter. Froebel gifts भी buy करो अपने स्कूल में. Montessori is fine. Absolutely, I have nothing against Montessori. You should have Montessori and Froebel. Because please remember कि मैया Montessori को किसने इंस्पायर किया था? Father of kindergarten, Froebel. Okay? So now let's move on to the next activity, which is a musical activity for which you have to listen to me very carefully. This is table A. This whole row is what? A. A will clap. Okay? Clap करके दिखाओ. This whole row is table B. They will bang on the table. Bang करके दिखाओ. This whole row is table C. They will say hurrah. Hurrah! This is table A. You will clap. This is table B. Okay. Now I'm going to show you an equation and you have to do accordingly. So if I say A, B, C, what will happen?
Hurrah!
And you can design your own rhythms like this in the classroom. This is what this stands for. You need 2 activities, Froebel and let's create music. And this is my last slide. That's the end of my workshop. This is what we did today. आप left hand वाला slide देखो. What is data? Data means all the information that you get looks like this. Then you have to sort it. कि ये मैं कहाँ पे use कर सकती हूँ, ये मैं कहाँ पे use कर सकती हूँ, ये मैं कहाँ पे use कर सकती हूँ. Then you have to arrange it. Then you have to present it visually, and which will create story or your lesson plan. What most of you are doing and most teachers today are doing, they are playing around with data and sorting. That's it. And that's why I say, that's why I've written books on coding. Coding is not कोई दूसरी दुनिया का subject. Coding आज का subject है, आज के minds का subject है. This is coding. Coding सुनते ही computer में मत जाओ, पहले mind को code करो. And that's what Tod-Fod-Jod has to have done for you, taken you from data to a story. And now this last slide, sir talked about Bloom's taxonomy. And now there is a new version of Bloom's taxonomy. तो आप ये slide please रखिए अपने पास. We can even send it to you. We will send it to Ravi. Ravi can send it to all the participants and study it at your leisure. That what is assessment? Assessment is not about giving children grades. This is true assessment. And if you will see the last column, you have done everything today to do with Bloom's taxonomy. Thank you very much. Wow.
Thank you so much, Swati ma'am. As usual.
I'm glad I came. Really. I enjoyed this because you all were a wonderful audience and our chief guest was also doing things. That's all. Now, aren't you happy I kept one man on every table?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Swati ma'am. As usual, Tod-Fod-Jod has been hosted by ScooNews and conceptualized by ma'am, which is the Early Childhood Association and the Association for Primary Education and Research. And I'm so glad that this has come forward. It will become a new path-breaking format for conferences moving forward. Big round of applause. Come on. Thank you, Ravi, for all the arrangements you made and for bringing this vision to light. So that's an
22 trees planted for me.
wow. 22 trees planted by ScooNews on behalf of Swati ma'am. That's a sustainable acknowledgement.
Oh wow, I got a collection of lovely stuff. Ha ha ha, I got Popat.
That was well thought gift. We planned to this.
Absolutely, you will be
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. And
Okay, Reshma, can you please help me?
Thank you so much. And I think, I should be given the इतना तो बनना पड़ेगा. Presenting Swati 3.0 in front of you. After 3 years, a physical presence of Swati Popat Vats at any conference. And ScooNews take pride in that. Thank you so much, Swati ma'am. When we came to you, that ma'am, we're doing a conference, the whole idea of this conference came when I came to Marriott here. And I said, I want to book the entire hotel, 200 rooms. They said, okay, then what will we do with these conference halls and all? I said, don't worry, you have 2 conference halls. I have pretty much the right person that I can reach out to. Because this is our flagship conference. We keep doing 4-5 conferences every year, but August is, when we also celebrate our work anniversary. And we said, okay, we'll reach out to Swati ma'am and we'll ask her, ma'am, is there any chance where we can again collaborate? Of course, we have a very great property called Early Ed Asia, but unfortunately got cancelled in Kochi. We will again do it. But yeah, we said, okay, let's try a new format where there are parallel tracks happening, because all these people used to tell us in conferences, yeah, parallel track kab chalu karoge? And I used to tell them, yaar, ye US or Dubai mein chalte hain, India mein possible nahi hai yaar ye. Breakaway rooms is a different story altogether, but parallel conferences is a pretty much new concept in the country. And I'm glad we partnered with ECA and APER. And thank you so very much. And I cannot just imagine that there is any other conference in the entire country. 7 o'clock in the evening yesterday, and the hall was packed with 450 people head count.
Absolutely.
And that's only possible because of Early Childhood Association. हम लोगों की औकात नहीं थी, इतने लोग बुला सकते थे हम लोग. ये ब्रांड है स्वाति पोपट वत्स, नीता सोनावत मैम, कामिनी देवी मैम, लकी सुराना, प्रीतम अग्रवाल, एजिलिया, अपने आप एक ब्रांडिंग के नाम से आप सब लोग आए हैं and I really am indebted to you, ma'am, and to Untitled Association and APER.
We are
Thank you.
indebted to you.
आंखों में आंसू आ रहे हैं, रोक रहा हूँ उसको मैं.
मैं तो तेरे को
Tears rolling down my pink cheeks. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. On that note, ma'am, we would like Ravi to launch the book.
So we wrote a lot of books during the pandemic, and we never were able to launch them. And we said, what's the best time to launch it but now? So we are going to quickly launch the book. 3 books we have, which are a series. After we launch with Ravi, then Colonel Kulkarni, and then Reena. Okay? So, General Kulkarni. Sorry. मेरा बॉयफ्रेंड है ना, मैं कुछ भी बोल सकती हूँ.
Yes, one at a time. So Ravi and Swati ma'am are launching the book. No, I am not taken. No, I'm not talking. Big round of applause on that one. These books were created with the
Takin is the national animal of Bhutan, by the way. Takin. Please buy this book. It's all about the animals in Bhutan. Thank you, Ravi, so much. It means a lot to me that आपने ये book launch की है.
ये book तो मैं ले जाऊँ.
हाँ जी, वो आपके लिए है.
please and do
नहीं, आपके लिए नहीं. आपके लिए. Thank you so much. Please give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Ravi.
Which is the next one?
We would like to now launch the book No, I Am Not an Elephant by General Kulkarni.
Come.
General, look at the title.
I know, that's very mean.
I'm not an elephant.
अब दोनों elephant. He's so mean. He's so mean. Just jealous.
He's just
jealous.
So let's have some music and a big round of applause. No, I Am Not an Elephant.
Thank you so much. He has a very big corner in my heart, and it means a lot to me.
And then we have the book launch for the book No, I Am Not a Kangaroo, aptly given by Leena.
Who else but a kangaroo? Who else but the queen of kangaroo?
Some things are providence, and I think they've perfectly fallen into place. No, I Am Not a Kangaroo, being launched by Leena and Fatima.
Thank you so much. So these titles are higher order thinking. For that you will have to read the book, because the book is about a kangaroo. But it says, no, I am not a kangaroo. So why does the book say that? It's a set of 3 books published by ECA and Crossword. Please buy them at our stall. Thank you.